Hello and welcome to DMV Download, where we help you guys find some cool events on a budget. I'm Katie Dillon. I am a digital producer here at DC News Now, and I'm joined with my lovely co-host.
The one and only. It's Michaela Jennings, your weekend evening producer. And as y'all know, this is the DMV Download, where we try to find things to do around the whole DMV while maintaining a budget, because that is very important. We are trying to stick to our financial goals. But Katie, this weekend is a little different. Yes. Everybody is going to be outside. They're going to have a good time because this weekend is the big game.
It's the big game, and we have a special guest.
Yes.
We have our sports reporter, Alex Flum.
Good to join you guys. I'm honored to be, I think, the first reporter to be on the show from the station. So I'm honored today.
We are so excited to have you, Alex. And I know everybody's excited about this game, the Seahawks versus the Patriots. It's a rematch from a little bit over a decade ago. I know. What are you most excited about? What are you expecting to see this year? Any ideas?
I think it's a good matchup because I think the thing that's interesting about this year's Super Bowl is nobody knew basically for the whole season what teams we were going to see. It was wide open. It's always the Chiefs lately, right? Or it used to always be the Patriots, but they kind of fallen off for a while. And then we would see the Eagles in there in the Super Bowl, but the Eagles were out of it. The Chiefs were out of it. The Ravens, who usually have a chance, were out of it. So people were wondering what's going to happen, and I think we ended out with a pretty good matchup because the Patriots were probably the best team in the AFC this season. A lot of people say they had an easy schedule to get there.
I was about to say, I'm a little bit of a Boston team hater.
Yeah, well, everybody is, unless you're from there. And I think the Seahawks, they're just top to bottom a talented team. I mean, they played the Commanders earlier in the year and crushed them.
That was a disappointing team for everybody here in the district.
Yeah, it was a rough night for that. So I think it'll be really interesting. And Michaela, as you mentioned, this will be a rematch from the 2015 Super Bowl, which was one of the craziest endings for people that may not remember. To refresh your memory, end of the game, Seattle had the ball at the 1 yard line. They had one of the best running backs in football, Marshawn Lynch. All they had to do, a couple plays, they had a chance, a couple plays, 1 yard away from the end zone, hand the ball to Marshawn Lynch, let him run in for a score. The Seahawks decided to throw the ball. They were down 28-24. They threw the ball. Guy Malcolm Butler from the Patriots intercepted it at the goal line, and the Patriots won the Super Bowl, one of the 6 Super Bowls they won with Tom Brady. So they're going for Super Bowl number 7, and it would be, I believe, their first without Tom Brady to win.
Yeah.
So because Tom Brady won one in Tampa.
My mom did tell me that I needed to add that if the Patriots did win, they would break the tie for most Super Bowls won that's currently set by the Steelers. 'Cause she was a Steelers fan, not anymore.
She's not anymore. She switched teams.
Iffy.
Well, she roots for them when they're playing good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's like an Eagles borderline fan. I don't know.
So she represents all of
Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. None of my family's from Pennsylvania. I can't explain it.
Oh, okay. You know. I mean, that's okay. My whole family, we have it's a big family. So we have Pittsburgh fans, Commanders fans, Ravens. We have a lone Cowboy family.
Ooh.
I know.
It's rough. It's not you, is it? It's not you, is it?
No, It's my uncle.
He's got to get in line here.
He does, but I will give him this. He's been loyal ever since he was a little boy. He's not wavering. He's that type of fan. Alex, what's your team?
Commanders.
Okay,
I mean, it's a little different because I've covered them, but I grew up here in Montgomery County, so I watched that team my whole life. I've always rooted for them. Last year was amazing when they did well. This year's a little rough.
This was a rough year for
Yeah. But with Jaden Daniels, they could get back there to the Super Bowl. We'll see.
But for this Super Bowl, you were mentioning earlier that we have some local folk who are going to be attending. So who's going to be there? Who are you excited to see?
Yeah, well, the big name is Stephon Diggs, who a lot of people know has been on several teams throughout the league, has been in headlines for a lot of different reasons. But he is on the Patriots. He has had many times in his career where he has lost just on the brink of making it to the Super Bowl, had that adversity. This year, he finally got to the big game, so that's awesome for him. He went to Good Counsel High School, went to the University of Maryland, so very local guy. Mac Hollins is another wide receiver on the Patriots. He went to Wooten High School in Rockville.
Oh, okay.
So he is actually playing, I believe, in his second Super Bowl. He won the Super Bowl with the Eagles his rookie year in 2017. He wasn't a big part of he was a backup player, special teams player. So this will be his chance to, as one of the more key players on the offense, potentially win a Super Bowl. And then the Seahawks have a reserve backup offensive lineman. His name's Olu Oluwatimi. He went to DeMatha. So he is local in the Super Bowl as well. So every year, I always say it's always the DMV. We have the best athletes here.
Y'all, this area really does. With the Super Bowl, the Olympics. I know there's a bunch of like ice skaters going this year to Milan. Go though. Yeah, it's a super talented area. So
I mentioned Good Counsel. There was a stretch where I think 4 years in a row we had someone that went to Good Counsel in the Super Bowl.
Oh my
I want to say we've had someone from Good Counsel in maybe 5 of the last 7 Super Bowls or 6 of the last 8, which is pretty impressive for them.
Goodness, something's in the water over there.
Is that a private school or a public
private school in Olney, Maryland. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, yeah, no, that's super exciting. And Alex, I know working the weekends because we have, game night and stuff like that. But where would you suggest people go to go watch the Super Bowl? Like, what are the best spots in the DMV? Since you're a local here and you're a sports guy, so like, where should we go?
So I would say, first off, make your plan now. Like as soon as you're watching this, like, if you haven't made your plan yet, if you want to go out to watch the Super Bowl at a sports bar, plan now because these places get reservations, they get packed, and it is hard to get in there. So 2 places that come to the front of my mind, I would say, Sport and Social. If you live in Montgomery County, there's one at Pike and Rose in Rockville. They call it North Bethesda, but I call it Rockville, whatever you want to say. Pike and Rose. They call it Sport and Social Bethesda. There's a lot of different ways you can go in that direction. I would go. They also have one on U Street. I believe there might be one more location. I would have to look that up.
Okay.
Also, there is Spider Kelly's in Arlington. That is a great place to watch a game. They're the JMU sports bar. So I did a live shot when JMU was in the NCAA tournament for men's basketball last year. That was awesome. Great environment there. Sport and Social, I was out there when the Commanders won their 2 playoff games last year. So the Commanders are 2-0 when I do my live shots at Sport and Social. So that if you're rooting for a team, maybe it's good luck to go there. I don't know.
Maybe.
But good crowds, those would be my first 2 options.
Okay. Well, Katie, I'm going to keep those 2 places in mind.
Yeah, we will have to check those out. Do you have any rituals before you watch the game?
Okay, rituals.
Yes.
So I like to place a bet. I like to bet on it. I like to put one bet on the team to win the game. I like to do that. And I like to, of course, make my official prediction.
Okay.
So I like to decide who I think is going to win. Gotta have chicken wings. I feel like I always have to have chicken wings. Nachos are good if I can have that too.
Now, do you like your chicken wings, like which style? Buffalo?
Oh, like what sauce? Or, okay. I like buffalo's good.
Okay.
Honey barbecue is really good.
Okay.
I like spicy ones, but not too spicy.
Okay. So just a slight kick.
Yeah, like in the middle. Like, the restaurants, they have the like levels of wings. Yeah. Like I like to be in the middle
just
there.
Just right. Okay.
Like, I can't go to the super spicy, but at the same time, like if it's just like mild, I won't like it as much. But like medium buffalo.
Okay.
That would be my choice.
That's understandable.
You gotta have the celery sticks with it too.
Oh, absolutely.
The ranch and blue cheese, all that stuff.
Okay, awesome. So now I need to know, what are you predicting? Like, what's your final prediction?
So, Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
That's my prediction. I haven't picked my score yet. It's a little too early for that.
Okay.
I got to wait till we get closer. But the Seahawks are going to win by 6 points. That's my prediction.
So a close game.
You hear that? Everyone who's placing a bet, you think they're going to win by 6 points.
6 points.
Which means they would cover the spread. They're favored by 4.5 right now. Because the Patriots have been struggling a little bit offensively. My prediction for MVP is Sam Darnold, the Seahawks quarterback. But I think the Seahawks win, and I think it'll be a big deal because it's been quite some time since the Seahawks won a Super Bowl. I believe they beat the Broncos, if I have that right. I'd have to think back.
I think that's been a minute.
I think they crushed the Broncos one year. I want to say.
Was that the one year where the score was like
43-8? I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do remember that game. They did win that one. Because I was so bored.
Yeah.
I
can't imagine
being
paying for tickets for that game.
Hey,
Just
no.
being
I
like-
mean, no matter how the game goes, you want to be. It'd be cool to be at a Super Bowl.
I was
Though
about to say, yeah.
last year was my least favorite Super Bowl I've ever seen
Really?
Oh.
because I don't like the Eagles,
Oh,
and I had to watch them
Katie's
demolish
mom,
the
get 'em.
Chiefs. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I thought
Oh,
she liked the
Lord.
Steelers.
She's happy now that the coach has changed.
Oh, okay.
And she also doesn't like, I forgot his name.
Aaron
Doesn't-
Rodgers?
Yeah.
The
she doesn't
quarterback.
like him.
Yeah.
uh,
He's controversial,
yeah.
but he's a great quarterback.
Yes. But, okay, so you didn't like last year's Super Bowl.
No,
Crazy.
it was bad.
Well, did you at least like the halftime show?
Was that one Rihanna? I'm trying to remember.
No. Who was
I
that?
already forgot.
It was
Improve-
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that was
Okay,
good.
yeah.
Rihanna was 2 years ago.
She was 2 years ago because she announced her baby.
Okay, so I liked when Lady Gaga did it.
Okay.
I also really liked the whole Dr. Dre,
Oh, the
Eminem, I
the
think
West
was out
Coast
there.
one.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
with the Crip
that probably
walking.
was my favorite.
That was a good one.
But Kendrick was really good last
Yeah.
year.
Okay. I was about to say that show was really good.
And Bad Bunny, I think is gonna be good. I mean, I don't
Benito.
I don't know like all his songs, but there's like 3 that I know and really like, and I feel like I need to listen to more the rest of
You
this
definitely
week.
need to listen. Do you know how to salsa?
A little bit, yeah.
You know how to salsa?
Yeah.
Bachata? Okay.
Isn't it you put the foot forward and back, and then the other foot forward
Yeah.
and back? Yeah.
Yeah, you got
I
the
did it in
idea.
Mexico City.
All right.
Yeah.
There we
So
go.
we're ready to salsa dance. We're ready to root for the Seahawks. We are ready for the big game, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Alex, for joining us. We really appreciate it.
This was awesome. We're gonna have you guys on Undrafted Opinions, mine and Jake's
Oh,
podcast.
I don't
soon.
know
Okay.
what all I
Yeah.
can contribute, but,
Yeah.
you know.
We'll
the
think of
vibes.
something.
Yeah.
I'll do my research. I'm ready for it. Hey y'all, we're back. It's a new day, and we followed Alex's advice on checking out some of those sports bars, didn't we, Katie?
Yes,
For the
and we
big
had
game.
a lot of fun.
Lots
In
of
preps
good
for the
time.
big game, we decided to scope out some
Mhm.
places under the recommendation of Alex, as
Yes.
Michaela just said. And Michaela, I know you went to this first place, and you had a
Yes.
time.
A time I did have. Yeah, I went to the Sports and Social Bar, and I went to the one on U Street, so the one in DC. And let me tell you, Katie, you know, it was funny because Alex mentioned it, and I had been there once before. And I totally forgot. Not because it wasn't memorable, but because it was just late at night, and I was just like, I just need to find a place.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I went to the Sports and Social Bar on U Street. I had such a great time there. As you can see, it is super cute. Like, aside from the Super Bowl, this would be like an awesome like date night spot. Because
It
Valentine's Day is coming next week. You know, you have all the big holidays after each other. You got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Super Bowl Sunday, Valentine's Day. So this is a good place to go. But yeah, no, let me get back to the review. It was a really fun time. I got to speak with one of the managers, Jazz, and she showed me like all the awesome stuff that the place had to offer. So the reason that I think this will be particularly nice for sports fans is there is like a little fandango kind of thing where if you are into like sports betting and stuff, which I know is big. Oh, there's me eating. We'll get to that in a second. You can do that there. So I thought that was really interesting and really cool that they offered. And I know that's, oh yeah, there's me and Jazz right now. Just so y'all know who this random woman is. It's me. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah, no, the place, as you can see, it's super big. It's super clean. They're going to have a bunch of tables there, but there is a wait list for it. So, but they will have, like, what is it called? It's first come, first serve for the bar. So open seating there. Jazz did recommend come about 4 to 4:30. So let me get into what you're seeing and stuff. So you have all these amazing TVs, a couple like little side rooms and everything. And yeah, you can kind of just lounge, enjoy the game. As you can see, the bar has a ton of drinks to offer. So let me get into this food review. So I am eating their fries right there, which I thought were super duper good, Katie. Y'all don't know this, but something about me is I am a French fry fiend. Like that is like I could eat French fries whenever, wherever. It doesn't matter what time of day, what time of night. honestly all potatoes.
Me too.
Yeah. Potatoes are my favorite starch. And I thought the wings were good too. But no, on these fries, yeah, no, I thought the fries were super good. They kind of had like that wedge shape. And they had this sauce to go with it. It's like this wing mayo sauce.
Oh.
So I know a lot of people are like kind of weird about mayo sometimes, but it was just like, it was really good, had a nice texture and everything. And I thought their wings were super good too, and very saucy. So I got the classic buffalo wings, and I really like sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sauce girl. So I was like, I am happy here. And then they told me to try one of their drink specialties, which was called Crush, which apparently is their most popular drinks there.
What was the drink?
It was like, let me try to remember it, because I remember seeing it on the menu, but I did not write down all the ingredients. But it was like a vodka drink, and it was like ice, almost like a slushie. Ooh. So I had like an orange one. So it's like the perfect summer drink. Mm-hmm. But also, if you're not into like, I know for the Super Bowl, the drink that is the most popular is like a beer and stuff. But if you're not a beer person, like I'm not, I was like, this is cute. This is a cute little drink. And then they had like a bunch of mocktails and stuff too, if you're also on a sober journey. But yeah, no, I thought the food was super good. The atmosphere, totally nice. And also like the bar seats, I don't know if y'all like think about this, but I do, super comfy. Like they were cushioned and everything. Like some bars you go to and the seats are just like, you know, a hard seat. There's no back to it. So you're just like falling out if you don't know how to act. So I thought it was super comfy, super cozy. But yeah, overall, great experience. And also, Katie, I have to review this because I'm a woman and I know other people probably think about it. Bathrooms are also really nice.
Let's go.
Bathrooms are nice.
That's what matters.
Lots of cute places to like take pics. So this is, I know the Super Bowl, everybody's watching the game, but if you are also dilly-dallying, you can do that as well with taking pictures. You saw that they had like, you know, the little hoops that you can shoot, and the little they had like
cup pong
little cup pong too.
I like that.
Yes. So there's plenty of activities to do there if you're not just solely watching the game. If you want to, like I said, dilly-dally and do other things, they have activities there. And although I didn't try it, I've heard from multiple people that they have really good hamburgers.
Oh.
Yeah, so overall, I really liked this this sports and social bar. I thought it was like a great kind of like atmosphere and everything. And for a Super Bowl that you kind of want to like focus solely on the game, I think this is the place for you to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to just like sit back, relax, lounge, and just watch the game with your buddies and stuff, this is where you go. Like I said, they are kind of filled up for their tables, so wait lists right now. But you can sign up. I believe they have a link on their Instagram page or on their website. But if you are not pressed about having a table, just get in there early, 4:30, get yourself a good bar seat. Like I said, they're all cozy, and get yourself a good view of the TV and order some wings, order some fries. You'll have a good time.
You'll have a good time.
Yeah, and it's on U Street, so like after everything's said and done, we know U Street is still alive.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to do.
There's a lot of things to do. So if you kind of like, if you just want to hop around a couple places and stuff, maybe this is the location and area for you. But Katie, we were able to check out something else that Alex recommended that I also thought was super fun on the other side of town.
Yes, so this next place that we went to, Spider Kelly's, it is in Arlington. It was super cool being able to go and play all the games and try the food. It was so good. Thank you, John, for letting us stop by.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Were very good. Michaela, you said that there was a little more meat.
Yeah, I thought the wings there were meatier, and like I brought that up to John. He's like, we can bring out more sauce, and so he brought out these two sauces that I thought were good. One was kind of like
there was the Spider Kelly sauce, which is like more tomato-y.
Yeah, and then there's one that was kind of like not spicy, but it was
like mango habanero.
Yeah, it was something. Oh man, now I can't think of it. But it was like, it had a little bit more. One I remember being a little sweeter. One had a little bit more of a kick. Yeah. But that I thought they were both really good, and I was just like, okay, I am. My sauces are here. I am now satisfied.
And she runs a strict program when it comes to sauces.
I am a sauce girl. Look, You'll hear in just a minute how strict I am with my sauces. But that was really good. And then they brought out some sliders that were really good too. Those little hamburger. And you had the chicken one.
Yes, I did. It was very good. It was very like crunchy. I really like that for like fried chicken.
Yeah.
But yeah, the food was good. We had the ginger blossom drink, which was really good.
Oh, yes.
I didn't include a picture of it there. But they also had these really cool like shooters that were the colors of the Patriots and the Seahawks, which if you guys, you know, go in with your rivals, then you guys could take a shot of each team color, which was really good. It tasted like Jell-O. So
especially the Seahawks one. And I'm not just saying that because I'm rooting for the Seahawks and I just like their drink more, but I was just like,
oh yeah, you can see it there. Patriots one is on the left and Seahawks on the right.
Yes, they were both very good.
Yeah, we tried it, you know, very we approved.
There we are. As you can see,
it tastes like Jell-O.
There I am noting that.
But yeah, we had a time. We played some pool. We played shuffleboard for the first time.
Yes.
Michaela's surprisingly good at it. I don't think I scored
I'm
a point. I was kind of going crazy on the basketball.
You were hooping. Like
I was.
You were shooting it up. I was trying to do like the formal, like, you know, swish, and here you are just swishing it in. There you are going against John, getting those shots
edit it to be the best part, you know, my best footage, but
y'all don't need to see the air balls.
Oh, and they also have a lot of ducks. So people apparently come there to go to the claw machine, win a duck, and they have it on the wall, as you can see in the back of the video. They have it on the bar wall, and each of the employees have their own little duck. Which I think is very cute.
I thought that was cute because it just brings like a lot of character to this bar. Yeah. I mentioned that Sports and Social would be like a good like date hangout spot, but I also think Spider Kelly's is too, especially if you're a type of person that you don't, you know, you just don't want to eat and drink. Yeah. You want to like kind of do some activities and stuff. Plenty of things to do. Showing you the pool. I really had fun at the dartboard.
Yeah.
I was trying my hardest. I was like, I will get this bullseye. The shuffleboarding. There's also like a little photo booth that they had in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to get some cute pictures and stuff. But I thought it was super cool. And, you know, for the Super Bowl specifically, you know, getting back to the seriousness on the game, there's about 30 TVs in there. And unlike Sports and Social, this is like the versus rivalry we're doing right now. It is also like a first come, first serve. There's no reservations to get in here. So if you want to get a good seat, you need to hurry up.
Yeah.
I think John also recommended you get there about 4:30. That's kind of when it picks up as well. So you can get a good seat, get some food, and just like have a good time. But there are plenty of TVs. I think this is like, if you are like a casual football, I know everybody watches the Super Bowl. Everybody watches the big game and stuff. But even if you're kind of like not into sports or whatever, you're like, all right, I want to take a break from watching it. There's plenty of stuff for you to do in there that you just don't, you know.
You don't have to stay glued to the TV to be entertained. And apparently, on a normal night, it does get pretty lit on the weekends. It gets pretty crowded.
It gets pretty live. John was telling us it's a very diverse group of people that come in. They have various diverse music. Some nights, you know, it's like reggaeton. Other nights it's just rock and roll. I know when we were there, somebody was playing Elvis.
Oh, yeah. And they have like a jukebox
a little jukebox
machine where you could request your own songs.
Exactly.
So I think they were playing Tyler, the Creator for a bit, too.
They were playing like Tyler, the Creator, and then it was like Bad Bunny. And then it was Elvis, like Elvis Presley. I was like, what are the vibes we're going with? I wasn't mad at it because I also am just like a random, you know, song player. But I was just like, oh, okay. We are just hopping around the different juke joint.
It was really fun being able to go to the arcade and stuff. I love arcades. I love claw machines. My family can attest to that. So when I won the duck, I, of course, had to name it Ketchup because it looks like fries and ketchup.
And it's a cyclops, too. Yeah. It only has one eye. And one of the bartenders was telling us that they always, sometimes they'll get, like, new ducks shipped in. So, like, some people will go super crazy because they want to get, like, the latest, cutest duck that's, like, in there.
New duck drop.
New duck drop. Like, let's go.
But, yeah, it was so much fun. Again, thank you, John, for having us. The wings were very good. Sliders, delicious. That was my dinner of the night. And I'm happy.
You're not mad at it.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be mad at. It was such a good time. So yeah, you can't go wrong, I think, with either of these sports bars. And there's plenty more in the area that we have yet to, district discover. But we will get to them eventually.
Eventually. But if you are not in the mood to go out and you would rather, have something more kickback at your house, and you have some ideas of, people you want to come, chill night, Michaela has the perfect recipes for you. They were so good.
Let me whip out my phone real quick, y'all. So something that I challenged myself to do this year was I made some Super Bowl classics. So as you can see, buffalo chicken dips, my spicy chili, which costs only about $5 to make, feed your whole family, some meatballs, a country favorite dirt cake, and some sliders. I know some of y'all are probably like, I don't know about that food. I am not an aesthetic cook. Not yet. I focus on just making food taste good.
There was only 3 meatballs left out of everything that she brought, if that can tell you how good it was.
It was only 3 meatballs left. All the sliders were gone. Buffalo chicken dip demolished.
Yep.
Oreo cake destroyed. I brought some of the leftover chili home. My neighbors were trying to eat the chili. So they were like, oh, is this for everybody? I said no. I was like, this is for me.
What do you mean?
I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so I went to Safeway, because I know that's like one of the big grocery shopping stores here, and I pulled out a bunch of like stuff out of my own kitchen pantry. So, all my seasonings, my salt, my peppers, my like cans of beans and stuff. When I say that I was like really shopping on a budget to make all this food and then to serve it to the newsroom, it cost less than $100. I think my final like receipt price was like $95. So we almost broke the line.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, to make all this food, it was super easy. It really took me no time at all. I think, honestly, the meatballs probably took the longest because, as you can see, I'm using my handy-dandy crock pot. And we know that it's good to let it roast and sit there for a minute. But, yeah, Katie, super simple ingredients that we will definitely be sharing. Well, I will be sharing right now, actually, and also on our website. So I think the easiest one to prep was definitely the meatballs, because I didn't home make the actual meatballs. I just put the frozen one in there. I mixed regular sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce with some grape jelly.
That's what my dad does.
Yeah, I used like 3 spoonfuls, not even like a proper measuring tool. And I was just like, bop, bop, bop. Got my bottle, shook it up, and I was like, we're just going to sauce this bad boy. And I put like salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder on top. And I just like mixed it all together. And I was like, I'm just going to let this sit. And I'm going to let it do its thing. So that was the easiest one to make. Then after that, the buffalo chicken dip. So all you have to do is you can use something as cheap as canned chicken, which is like, I know Costco has deals on it. Safeway also has a deal on it. You can find them for very, very cheap. I think at some places, if you don't get the pack, you can get them for like maybe $2-3, something that's very affordable, not going to break the bank. You drain that out, then you get like a block of some cream cheese that's softened. I use personally Philadelphia cream cheese. Then you get a big old bottle of hot sauce, and then you just fill that bad boy up. Then you get a bottle of blue cheese. Also fill that bad boy up, about half a cup of each. And then you get some shredded cheese just to make the job easier. I use mozzarella, but I know some people, they like to use pepper jack. They like to use Colby cheese. And, you just put that on top. You slap that thing, mix it all together, bake it in the oven, about 350, 20 minutes. You don't even have to think about it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, then you whip out the Tostito chips and you just go to town.
Yep.
Then after that, I think the sliders were easier to make.
The sliders were so good. I ate like 4 of them.
No, you didn't, but you did have to fight off some people for
Okay, I had 3.
Katie, greedy.
Sorry.
It's okay.
They were good.
We will forgive you for that. But that one, I wish I measured that one a little bit better, because I actually I was like, I'm just going to look up how do people make this on the internet. And then I was like, I'm going to put my spin on it. So probably the priciest item that I bought that day were definitely the meatballs, the beef for the hamburger and then the Hawaiian rolls. Because I used Hawaiian rolls and I buttered them even more. So I like slapped some butter on the rolls. I cooked the meat up, you know, I put the regular seasoning sauce, added my little special trick, which was soy sauce. I learned that from a friend of mine, and I was like, I will be using this to cook beef forever. So you put like a little soy sauce, you know, your garlic, your onion powder, salt, pepper, little chili powder, a little bit of paprika to get a little nice little kick. Yeah. And then so you slap that all together. Then I diced up some onions and put some cheese, like mix some cheese within the meat. And then I put some cheese on the Hawaiian rolls. And then I slapped that in the oven to bake. I think that was about 350 for maybe 15 minutes or so. I know I didn't put a lot of time in it because I just wanted them to get that nice crisp. So I know that's what you were talking about, that you like when you eat your chicken, but I also like it for beef too.
Oh yeah, me too.
I was like, let's get this nice and crispy. So that was that. And then surprisingly, the hardest thing, which shouldn't be that hard, but I like to make my life difficult, was the Oreo dirt cake. So this is a meal that, not a traditional Super Bowl meal, but I was like, we need to have a dessert. Was like, we're gonna have a dessert. So I was like, let me just whip something up with this dirt cake. It's something that my mom made like all the time growing up, and I was telling our coworkers, like, you know, in the country, like especially for like the 4th of July or something, we would put like gummy worms on top.
Oh yeah,
like for the kids and stuff like that. So good. But that is super simple too. A lot of the ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen. You know, sugar, butter, milk. The thing with the dirt cake, my mom recommends getting, instant pudding, vanilla pudding, to like put everything. I didn't get the instant one, Katie.
Oh.
So and I don't have a whisk. I'm a young woman. I do not have all the cooking supplies that I need. I'm just learning how to do this myself. So basically, and she also has a thing to crush up the Oreo cookies. I did not have that either. So I had to mix.
It's a rage room in there.
It was a rage room because I put all the powdered like Jell-O, mixed that with like the milk and the sugar, and I'm just like whisking away. I got the cream cheese that goes with it, and I'm like whisking that away with the butter and stuff. And then with the Oreo cookies, I put them in a jar, like a couple layers of Ziploc bags. And then I grabbed a hammer that I've never used before. And I just hammered all the cookies.
Your neighbors were probably like, what in the
They're probably
world?
like, construction, what is happening here? But yeah, I just crushed all those cookies down. So basically the thing with the dirt cake, so what you're supposed to do, Katie, is once you get the Jell-O mixed together, I have it right here. Once you get like the Jell-O like all mixed together with the milk and everything, you know, you let that sit in the fridge for a little bit until it takes its shape and form. So it's an easier way to do this. I just make everything hard. So you let that take shape and form, then you move on to crushing the cookies, and then you'll mix your buttered and your powdered sugar and your cream cheese together. And once that's all mixed, you know, you kind of like, you mix that with the Jell-O that you made together. So you whisk that up again. So I had a really good workout, whisking all that together. And then basically what you do is layer it. Like all over. So, you know, you have like a layer of the pudding mix, then you put some dirt cake, and then you have another layer, and then you're supposed to put the regular like Oreos on top. I started running out of Oreos, so I improvised. But I don't hear any complaints.
No complaints.
So everybody,
good.
Everybody ate that dirt cake up. So I was just like, let me just layer this bad boy, do the best that I can. And then my chili, like I said, probably realistically only costs like maybe $5 to $10 to make. But if it can feed a whole family for a week. Because basically what I do, Katie, is I get the 99-cent beans, cans of beans. I get like fajita peppers, chop up an onion, get some tomatoes, mix it all together with my seasoning, let it cook.
Boom.
Let it rest. And then you have your spicy chili mix. So pretty easy recipes, I say.
Well, thank you, Michaela, for making all that food. It was so good. I contributed by bringing the chips because I can't cook and y'all don't want to try what I have to make.
Well, Katie, you know, I usually don't cook, but I was telling one of our coworkers, I was like, I have to challenge myself to do this. And one day I would love to host a Super Bowl party. So I was like, I need to learn how to make these things, perfect them. And I use, you know, all of our coworkers as guinea pigs. I was like, try this all out. They had a good time. I basically came home with nothing.
Yep.
So
made the trip back home easier.
Very easy. I was just like, let me just carry this crock pot, this pot, and then the rest of the little dirt cake that was left. And I think the reason that wasn't ate up is we also had other people brought in cake and donuts earlier that day too. So everybody was just sugared out. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'll have to bring the dirt cake another time.
More dirt cake for you though.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that.
I'm not going wrong with it. I have been enjoying it because I slap it in the fridge. I'm like, there we go. But like I said, if you are hosting, the grocery stores still have plenty of stuff that you can buy, and this is still pretty affordable things. You know, just budget, figure out what everybody likes. This is something simple and easy that you can do. And obviously, you know, take into account what you can't eat, or what you have to cook with. Like maybe if you don't have like a good whisking machine or the little cookie crunchers, maybe don't make the dirt cake if you don't want to give yourself more work.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe dirt cakes for next year.
Maybe dirt cakes for next year. If you don't have a crock pot, you know, use just that big pot to make the meatballs. There are plenty of ways that you can substitute it, but yeah, if you want to challenge yourself, these are pretty easy sides, easy recipes that you can do, and I think they're pretty affordable. You know, everybody's trying to like fit within their financial budget, their financial goal. Y'all can definitely accomplish this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That food was so good. And now there's really no excuse to not make something for the Super Bowl if you're hosting.
Exactly.
And another thing of the Super Bowl that we want to talk about is our favorite halftime shows.
Yes, that's like my favorite aspect of I mean, don't get me wrong. I love watching the game. Well, I like watching some games because I don't like all the teams. Looking at you, Boston. But something I look forward to every year, besides the commercials, because I also love a good commercial, are the Super Bowl halftime shows. And I'm so excited this year because Bitty Bonito is playing Bad Bunny.
Let's go.
I'm so excited for this. He was like my number one artist, or maybe number two. He was in my top 5 artists for like my like rapped music because I use Apple and Spotify.
Oh, wow.
I was obsessed.
Yeah.
Love his music. So good. So happy that he won the Grammy for Best Album of the Year. That album, I've cried so many. I've cried, I've danced, I've laughed. I'm learning Spanish because I'm listening to that album. So good.
And I think he made history with that win. It was the first Spanish album to win Album of the Year.
Yeah, it was. I believe he's also the first Latin artist to win with Album of the Year too. So he just broke a ton of barriers.
He's having a great year.
We love him, and 2026 has just started, so good things are to come for him.
Yes, definitely.
But so we're going through this pretty fast. Oh gosh,
the left shark incident.
The Katy Perry Super Bowl.
Now, is it my favorite? No, but is it iconic? Yeah.
It's because of that shark.
Because of that shark, and they probably thought nobody's going to see it. But we all did.
Yeah, so if y'all don't know about this viral meme, the left shark, we were scrolling past this kind of fast, but the left shark, he appeared to be offbeat, and he started to improv his dance moves, which, you know, people are blaming the shark, but I imagine it's hard to be. But with all the shenanigans going on, I know you practice and everything, but that's a lot to worry about and deal with. And you're also performing for the halftime show.
And you can barely see with the shark costume on. Like, you really can't even look around and see where they are. Because I assume that it's not that easy.
It's definitely not that easy.
But you know, shout out the left shark. I hope they're doing well.
I hope so, too.
At least we don't know who was in the costume.
I was about to say, knowing my luck, the head would fall off, and everyone would be like, shame that girl. She doesn't know how to do a 2-step. Oh, God. She got 2 left feet. And they're both off key. Like, not even off beat, off key.
But yes, the Super Bowl is going to be so exciting. I was confused on how, so on Christmas when Beyonce did the halftime performance, I was like, oh yeah, didn't Beyonce do a performance recently? Kayla's like, no. Yeah, whenever I just stumble upon a big football game, I'm like, oh, must be the Super Bowl. No, it's Christmas. Why would it be the Super Bowl?
No, but that performance was great because she
iconic.
Was promoting Cowboy Carter at the time. But that is definitely one of my favorite Super Bowl halftime performances, and it wasn't even hers. It was Coldplay's, and they brought out Bruno Mars and Beyonce, and Bruno and Beyonce kind of just took over. This is back in 2013. An iconic performance. I remember that's when Beyonce's, what was it, her Lemonade album was dropping, or was it about to drop? Something like that.
Something like that.
Or was it 2013 or was it 2016?
I think it was 2016.
I think it was 2016.
Because we were in high school, I think, when it released.
Yeah, I definitely got my dates confused. My years confused. 2016, yeah, because Formation dropped, around that time. I remember that performance. So a bunch of people were like talking about it. Like that was the time I think everybody watches the Super Bowl halftime performances, but I felt like people were talking about that one forever.
Yeah.
Because of all the dance moves, having Bruno and Beyonce have that dance battle. The poor Coldplay kind of pushed to the side, but we still love them. Their performance was still super good. But yeah, that's definitely like top. I think that is my favorite performance.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember watching, like, I was casually watching the game, and then I was like, Beyonce? Beyonce? And then I was like, Bruno? Because I'm a huge Bruno Mars fan, too, and I was just like, I'm locked in for this whole performance.
Yeah.
And I was doing the dance moves. I was like, I know how to do this. But that was a good one.
Speaking of performances, when Rihanna came out, was it, 2022?
Yes, 2022. Yeah.
She has not released music in so long. Seeing her perform I was so happy.
I remember I was on a phone call, or we were like, all my friends were like in a group chat, and we were all texting each other, and we were like, is Rihanna pregnant? We were all just like, no.
No, it can't be.
We were like, not again. And we were just all like, question mark. But we were really enjoying it. But the whole time we were just like squinting at our TVs like, what's going on here?
There's a little bump there.
There was a little bump. And then I was like, are y'all trying to like, shame her or whatever? But no, she was. And she announced it. And I just thought that was super cute. And I just loved her performance. I also loved the like color contrast too, with like the red and the white, which kind of leads me into Kendrick Lamar's performance that he had last year, actually. I thought that performance was super good.
Me too.
It was super fun, especially because of the whole like Drake-Kendrick beef that was happening. I felt like a bunch of people were tuning in because it's like, so is he gonna like, call him out during the show? And then he did, and everybody's like, oh, snap.
And like that was right after his Grammy win as well.
Yeah.
And so it was probably a tough night for Drake. But
it was a little bit of a tough night.
I loved how they brought Serena Williams on stage.
When she was crip walking, I was like, Miss Williams? Look
I
at her.
didn't know that her and Drake had that history until this beef started.
That was like, that was an ongoing beef. I remember like when I used to keep up with more like entertainment stuff, I was like locked in. I was like, what's happening here? Because I way back in the day, I've always loved Serena Williams, and then I really did like Drake's like earlier career and stuff like that. So I was like, whoa. The two like phase, like what's happening here? And then everything went downhill. We don't talk about that anymore, but that's okay. But I thought Kendrick's performance was really good, especially. Okay, so I think we got our dates wrong. So Rihanna was 2023 because before that was Dr. Dre. His performance, the LA performance was Snoop Dogg. Kendrick Lamar was also in that one.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent. We don't have it up here, but that is my honorable mention because I was like, I love West Coast rap. So I was like, wait a minute. Like, what are we doing here? And I remember, like, because I think I was in college when that one dropped. Like, we were all in class talking about that performance and, like, how everybody was tuned in and how they did such a good job with locking in, like, a bunch of generations to, like, watch it and stuff. And all like everybody who grew up and loved like rap music and how everybody was like, oh, this was so dope. I remember when this dropped, and with bringing in Kendrick Lamar and like 50 Cent and stuff, it's like kind of that younger age group where it's just like, oh yeah, we grew up with him too. Like we know all this stuff. So I thought that was that's my honorable mention. That was a really good one.
No, that was a great performance. I am bad with my dates, so it is hard for me to recall which year was which, but yeah, Super Bowl, when we were doing research for this, there was like one video that AP took of them setting up the stage in the middle of the field, And that is just crazy to imagine being like the production team for that, because it is such a tight deadline to get that.
To get it all together and then to get it right. Because I think, you know, we mentioned all the good Super Bowl performances. We have to remember some of the bad ones too. When like, because I remember another year, I think Beyonce performed, or was it the Black Eyed Peas? It was like the lights went out.
I think it was Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, that was like the lights went out during the performance and everyone was just like, oops.
Someone's getting fired.
Yeah, big whoops. Oh, we also forgot to mention Lady Gaga.
Oh, yes.
Who, speaking of lighting and production, she won an Emmy for this performance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, they won an Emmy for like lighting design and stuff and for being so experimental. So like that just like, you know, shows like how on point the production team really was.
Yeah.
For you to like win an Emmy for it. And she was a solo artist. She didn't bring out anybody else, which was super dope.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, the production team has to be together. They have to get it all right. And then I'm also fascinated, like I remember watching The Weeknd's performance, how they like set up the stage and everything. And that was an interesting year because of the pandemic too. And how everything had to be spaced out a certain way. So you kind of like watch the camera like weave in between these shots. I don't know. I really like how they set this all up, and like you said, that tight deadline, that short amount of time. It's just super cool, super fascinating to me.
So shout out for them.
Yeah,
shout out to them.
Shout out to all the people behind the scenes. You know, we love the celebrities and their performances, but the people behind the scene who make the magic happen, we appreciate y'all just as much.
Yes, we do. Well, thank you guys for joining us on this special episode. And we look forward to finding more cool events for you guys. So stay tuned next week to see what all we find. Bye, guys.